Hello everybody, Ben Rogers here, the Raptors Digest, here to react to the Raptors. 131 to 127 overtime win against the Milwaukee Bucks.
This was
okay.
Best
game of the season. Best game of the season.
Most exciting game, best game. Records were broke.
Oh my god.
Tears were shed, but of joy.
Yeah.
Just fantastic all around.
For the people that didn't watch, if you watched the game, you saw DeRozan set the Raptors franchise record for scoring points with 52 points against the Milwaukee Bucks. DeMar was on fire tonight.
He was on fire. Okay, and that's amazing. Let's talk about that in half a second. But I think more importantly, what happened in DeMar winning that award is that it was finally taken away from Terrence Ross, the most random record holder in the league, perhaps. So, if any of the fans have listened to any of the pods, they probably know that I'm not a T. Ross fan. So this comes as an extra special day.
Yo, shout out to T. Ross. I love T. Ross. T. Ross is GOAT, but DeMar DeRozan deserved this record. It was DeMar's to be said. You know, everyone thought he was going to get it sooner or later, and he got it tonight.
I mean, there was deafening MVP chants at the end of the game in overtime when he was taking his free throws. I mean, I think it's warranted in a game like this, in a game that we had a tough playoff matchup against the Bucks last season, to come out and take control. It's fantastic. But how did he score? I mean, he was making 6 threes. I kind of ate my words.
Yeah,
we just
5 threes. 5 threes today.
5 threes, inside out, making his free throws. It was really an all-around
100%
game.
From the free throw line, and 8 assists as well, which is
he was the league. The team leader in assists. So he wasn't just it wasn't an unselfish 50.
Yeah. Not often do you see a guy go for a 50-point game and also get 8 assists. So DeMar was just amazing tonight, without a doubt the MVP of the game. Just awesome to see. Well deserved. Greatest Raptor of all time.
All right, but the game was close till the end. I mean, obviously went to overtime. We had a 7-point lead with less than a minute left, which seemed like it probably should have been enough, but the Bucks still stuck around to make it interesting. What do we do? What do we do to win? What do we do to cap the win?
Well, Milwaukee just played really, really well in this game. We missed a lot of shots. Serge missed a lot of shots on the end. His defense was great, but the shot just really wasn't falling for Serge tonight, and that really affected the Raptors down the stretch. He went 5 for 19 from the field, but so the Bucks capitalized, being a good team that they are, and they brought the Raptors kind of had the lead for most of the game, but down the stretch, Milwaukee even had a big lead in the last minute. I think it was 4 points, and the Raptors brought it back, so it kind of looked a bit shaky there, but DeMar's heroics, it was awesome sight to see. Well,
that lead was a dent was taken into it by DeMar DeRozan, who had that layup and one, brought it to 1, and then clutch god Kyle Lowry hit the 3-point splash to tie the game
off DeMar's pass.
Yep.
Yeah, they randomly
don't. Our backcourt was. It's hilarious that our backcourt had combined 77 points. Like, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's just awesome to see. That we've been talking about DeMar so much, you almost forget about Lowry. He had 26 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. He also had an amazing game tonight.
Yeah. Wow. And
when our backcourt's playing like this, it's just too much. It's too much. And
we've seen the return, because this was the issue in the last couple of games that the Raptors have taken losses, is that we thought that the leaders of the team, our backcourt, DeRozan and Lowry, play dispassionately. And we've seen the return this game of angry Lowry, which is when he plays his best, right? Because he has when he doesn't focus on complaining every single possession to the refs, and he just puts his head down and channels all of his energy into making buckets, that's when amazing plays happen. That's when he hits those clutch shots, and that's when he does all the right things.
Yeah, Lowry and DeMar are just 2 amazing players. Just shout out to our backcourt. Awesome to see. And right, another guy I want to give a shout out to, also in the backcourt. He gets a bit of hate every now and then. We love him on the pod, though. Fred VanVleet was amazing tonight.
Yeah.
Just for a bench guy, for a backup, undrafted guy, he might be the most confident player on the team, which is, kind of weird. He gets the ball from Lowry. Most players that aren't, a top 2, top 3 guy in the team, they're too afraid to shoot the ball, right? They don't want to touch it. Fred gets the ball OT, right? Casey has faith in this guy to come in. And Lowry swings the ball. He's about 4 feet behind the line. Mm-hmm. Fred just lets it fly, right? He has the confidence to catch the ball, ice the game. He missed one of the free throws, but he hit the second. I just love Fred's confidence, especially for a guy you don't expect it from.
Fred's confidence, and then also Lowry's confidence in Fred to make that shot. So it's really good when the synergies work. What were your thoughts on the possessions this game? We didn't really play Jonas in the second half. Norm played 0 minutes. We played a lot of small ball with Van Vliet, DeLon, and Lowry out at the same time on the court. So there was a lot of mix and matching, things that we haven't seen a lot this season so far. What were your thoughts?
Well, we'll talk about Jonas first. Jonas usually plays well against Milwaukee because of the fact that they had Greg Monroe on the roster for a long time, right? But Greg Monroe now is traded. He was traded to the Phoenix Suns for Eric Bledsoe. And now they're running guys like stretch bigs like Thon Maker, and I guess John Henson isn't a stretch big, but one of those quicker, more mobile players as the front line for Milwaukee. And Jonas isn't suited to play against these smaller, quicker bigs. He's more about the grit and grind. So it's understandable to see why Jonas didn't play tonight. But Norm, it was interesting to see Norm. He's been struggling as of late. And, we all love Norm God. He's saved us. And remember Norm in the Milwaukee series this year, right?
On Thon Maker.
Yeah, he saved us in the playoffs, right? Norm is such a good player, and you want to cheer for him. But he's been just not himself this season, it seems like.
I mean, that's certainly the case. In returning from the injury, he hasn't been playing the way that we've been accustomed to as of late.
He's had a couple games here and there, but,
But at the same time, I expect more from the coaching staff in giving him minutes to allow him to find his rhythm again. I mean, I think it's senseless in a guy that's given so much to the team and somebody that we awarded a big starting contract to not only take his position. I mean, I think it's more suitable to have OG in the starting lineup, but to not only take him out of the starting lineup, but to now give him 0 minutes in a game. I mean, I think that.
But do you think his play warrants it? Because he hasn't been good lately. And we're so deep on the wings, right? And that's the
issue, because Van Vliet has been playing well. DeLon came back and has been playing well. CJ Miles.
DeLon's been phenomenal.
And arguably, I would like to see basketball turn into a 6-on-6 game just so we can put CJ Miles in the starting lineup because he deserves it.
Yeah, that's the thing. We've talked about this topic too. How does Casey manage these players? Because there's so many people on a roster that deserve minutes. Fred's been phenomenal. DeLon's been phenomenal. CJ's been phenomenal. They all deserve a set amount of minutes. And, you can't just give them all 8 and 10 because then they don't get in a groove, right? So it's really tough to play 10 guys, 11 guys every night. And
it's going to be especially weird come playoff time when you're right.
Yeah.
We are gonna likely only play an 8-man rotation. Who is going to be the 3 players that crack the lineup and who are going to be the players that played so well through the season and then sit.
Yeah. Well, coming into the season, we thought it was CJ, Yak, DeLon, and Norm. Or OG was supposed to be off the bench, but OG took the starting lineup. So it was supposed to be CJ, Yak, Norm, and DeLon being our bench unit, right? 4 guys. Mm-hmm. You can manage. That would be a deep bench, right? Running 9 players.
Yeah.
But Siakam's been... You can't not play Siakam with his energy, right? As shaky he might be sometimes on offense, he just brings too much to the table not to play. And then Fred VanVleet has surprised everyone and just been an absolute monster all season. He's almost our de facto 6th man, so it's tough. What do you say? It's tough to know what to do. It's good problems, but
But yeah, it will have to eventually be managed because we don't want to have a situation where we have players that are, resenting sitting on the bench and, perhaps bleeding some negativity into the rotations. Mm-hmm. But we'll bring it back to this game because we don't want to get too hung up on hypotheticals here. This was by far the best game of the season. So let's swing it over to the play of the game. Let us hear it.
Well, for tonight's play of the game, it could go to any one of DeMar's points, but we've talked a lot about DeMar. So we're giving it to Rajon Rondo. Okay, CJ Miles, who came in, I believe it was in the second quarter, and just shook the defense. Came in, threw a fake behind the back. He didn't throw it. He did a fake behind the back pass and finished a layup just as Rajon Rondo would. Looked even smoother from CJ. So, CJ's getting the play of the day for that. Shout out to CJ Miles.
Yep.
Absolute beast.
It was fun to watch. Swinging it over to our OGs. Play of the day. That's on me. The OGs, for me, not believing in DeMar DeRozan and the Raptors' ability to utilize the 3-point shot effectively.
Yep. If you saw our video earlier, we talked about should the Raptors shoot more threes, and Ryker was down on DeMar shooting threes. He was down on it. Well, DeMar goes off for 5 tonight.
Yep, and he finished. He had 3 3-pointers made in the first quarter. 21 points. That sets a franchise record as well for most points in the first quarter. But just shooting with so much confidence, and his shot form looked good today too.
Yep.
So, amazing game. So that OGs is on me. Like, keep shooting, DeMar. Keep going, buddy. Yeah. Last play,
hold
coveted.
Just on that topic.
Yep.
Just on that topic. Do you think DeMar DeRozan's 3-point shot is legit now?
Not after one game. No.
Well, he's been good for the past, 5-6 games. From 3. He's been shooting consistently.
I don't want to jump the gun because we also, we talk about the bench mob being the best bench, and then, they had a couple games where they sort of fell off. Like, I don't want to, get too much on a high when it could just be sort of a peak, and like a up and down season. But I think that DeMar DeRozan is probably one of the hardest working players in the league. And I think that if he puts his mind to making his 3-point shot more consistent, which is what he's doing now, then I think 1-2 seasons down the road, he could be a good 3-point shooter, if not a great 3-point shooter.
My case for why I think DeMar is a legit 3 right now, because as you said, DeMar is known for being one of the hardest workers in the NBA, right?
Yep.
So I believe he's been putting in this work from the 3-point line for the past 3-4 seasons, right?
Yep.
I believe he's been on the grind because he's been saying he's been working on it, since the 2014 season, right? But now he's just shooting with so much confidence, right? He didn't change his form or nothing. He's still shooting it the same way, but the confidence is just overwhelmingly better from DeMar when he's shooting from the 3. It's not just a every now and then shot. So that's why I think the confidence was the key for DeMar to be able to knock down the threes, and I hope it keeps up.
Yep. All right, bring us home with the last coveted award here.
Well, tonight, for our Damari Carroll Gold Star Award, Rick, I'll let you take it away. I know you want to give it out.
Me. I'm giddy because apparently most fans are of the stark opposite opinion, but my Gold Star Award for worst performance, I guess, goes to Terrence Ross. Didn't even play in this game, but we finally get to strip him of holding a Raptors franchise record for most points in a game. I don't know how he got it in the first place. I don't know why he held it for so long. We have a man like DeMar DeRozan who's doing amazing things. It's fantastic that he finally has it, and thank God that Terrence Ross no longer is bestowed with one of the best honors in Raptors history.
Yo, I'm on the opposite side of the bandwagon with you. I love me some Terrence Ross. He was a bit up and down, but T. Ross is still the GOAT. And I'm saddened to see, as much as I love DeMar, I'm saddened to see T. Ross lose this great record.
All right, well, let us know what you think, guys. I feel like you might not be on my side with this, but we can't let the turnover machine hold a record such as that.
Okay, so let's stop the T. Ross slander. This is an awesome game.
It really was. It really was, and I hope the Raps keep it up.
Yeah, let's hope they're playing the Red Hot Bulls now next game. So
that's true.
Let's see if we can get the winning vibes back on the go
and put them back in their place too. I don't know how the Bulls have been doing so well.
For sure. Anyways, that's it from us. Everyone, thanks for listening. Awesome game for the Raptors. Happy New Year to everyone.
Hey.